Hey students, welcome to your weekly art video. This week in art, you're going to continue to learn about modernism in art. And in this video, we are specifically going to focus on modernism in sculpture, which is 5.13. And you will have a quiz over that, over 5.13 on Friday. So let's think back to your sculpture that you created just a few weeks ago. What did it look like? And how did it compare to what you've learned about modernism? So just a quick review. Here is Michelangelo's David. Before modernism, sculpture was all about human forms like Michelangelo's David. Every detail was carefully sculpted to look as lifelike as possible. But the world changed in the late 19th century and early 20th century, and artists wanted to express more than just appearances. Look at these. They experimented with abstract shapes and simplified forms and deeper emotions. So what's different in modernism sculpture? What is different in modernism and sculpture? So modernist sculptors simplified forms and drew inspiration from non-Western objects. Okay, let's look at these one more time. Okay. I want to show you two specific artists. This is Henry Moore's Mother and Child. It was sculpted in the 1930s. One of the most famous modernist sculptors was Henry Moore. He believed that sculpture should connect nature and human emotion. One of his most powerful themes was the relationship between mother and child, hence the name of this sculpture. So what do you notice as you're looking at it? Unlike traditional sculptures of mothers and children, this piece is simplified and abstract. The figures are rounded. Let me get my pointer if it'll work. There we go. The figures are rounded. They're flowing and almost surreal. Here's the mother, here's the child. But you can still feel the deep bond between them. Moore used these abstract forms to capture emotion and connection rather than realistic detail. Notice the curves and the negative space, or the empty areas. That's what I mean by negative space, okay? Sometimes the empty areas are just as important as the solid parts. This was a key idea in modernist sculpture. Moore's work is both organic and symbolic, making us feel the warmth and protection of a mother's love in a new way. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, this is Amedeo Modigliani, Head of a Woman, sculpted in 1912. Modigliani was known for painting and sculpting elongated, let's look right here, elongated and stylized figures inspired by African art. Instead of sculpting a detailed human face, he stretched and simplified the form, creating something elegant and mysterious. Look at the long oval shape of the head and the simplified nose and the closed eyes. It almost looks like she's meditating, right? His sculptures have a timeless, serene quality, emphasizing grace over realism. So why does this matter? So the artist helped redefine what sculpture could be. Their work showed that sculptures don't have to look like real people to express deep emotions and ideas. Modernist sculpture was about breaking traditions, exploring new materials, and focusing on meaning rather than perfect detail. So don't forget that your 5.13 quiz is due on Friday, and have a fantastic week. See you soon.